Good evening, everyone who's ready to go again. We're here for the second part of the doubleheader for the Mexican E-Prix for Formula E. This is round 9 of the championship. We had quite a dramatic finish actually last night when Lucas de Grassi amazingly won the race despite finishing second. Pascal Wehrlein was disqualified right at the very end. So amazing results going on there. We're actually just ahead of the start here at the latest race. Very interested to see how this goes. Now, Roland has qualified on pole position, so that's good for him. He's back in it, and hopefully he can put it together. He's actually been outshining his teammate Buemi for quite some time at this stage. So actually, let me see if I can find where we are with the lineup for this race. So we have Rennie Rast starting in 24th. He didn't qualify well. He ran wide and was disqualified for coming back onto the circuit improperly. Actually, they're lining up here to get going, so I better get going with this. Ericsson 23rd. Da Costa is only 22nd. Freins once again towards the back 21st. Turvey 20th. De Vries is in 19th. Mitch Evans is in 18th. Van Dorn is in 17th. Sete Camara 16th. Sam Bird 15th. Sims is in 14th. We have De Grassi in 13th. Nato 12th. Gunter 11th. Lotterer 10th. Blunkvist 9th. Cassidy 8th. Buemi 7th. Dennis 6th. Vern 5th. Mortara 4th. Lynn is in 3rd. Verline is in 2nd. Roland is in 1st. And they're off. Look at that for timing. Away we go. And Roland has made a great start here. He's made a really, really good start. And it looks like Verline will drop down to 3rd place. Is that Mortara, who's made a really good start up into 2nd? It is. Mortara's into 2nd place. And Verline now is down into 3rd. Dennis is up into 4th place. So Roland has gotten away really, really well here. Very happy to see that for him. Verline has dropped down 1 place. You know, who's going to win the race today? It would be really nice to see Verline actually do well after the drama from yesterday. Incidentally, I see that there is an appeal being lodged by Porsche with regards to yesterday's results. So it's possible maybe he'll get back the race win. I wouldn't like to be the guy that has to tell Lucas de Grassi if that does happen, though. That would not be a nice thing to be a part of. Lucas de Grassi very passionate about this. So we're off anyway. So 44 minutes to go and one more lap. We're 1 minute in, obviously. That's why I didn't say 45. Let's have a look back towards the back of the field. Rast is still in last place. Ericsson, of course, who is replacing Nico Muller for this weekend because Nico Muller has DTM responsibilities. Freins in 22nd, Da Costa in 21st. So those guys are right in there for the championship battle. It's amazing to see them so far down. But if there's one thing that's certain, it's Formula E really knows how to mix up the grid. And they do that quite successfully because, of course, they put the championship leaders into the first group that goes out for qualifying onto the green track. Bit of action back here. Buemi trying to get past Cassidy. Yeah, he pulls off the move. So Buemi actually looked a lot better in qualifying today as well. He qualified just outside the super pole positions. I think he came in 7th-ish. 7th, yeah, 7th. I have it here on my screen actually, 7th. So Roland is winning. Somebody's kicked up a lot of dirt there. So Roland is our race leader at the moment. Looking down. So Vern is only in 5th. And there's a lot of action going on back here. Sims and Bird making moves. Blunkvist is falling down. Lynn is in 6th. Lynn has been incredibly fast in some races so far this season. He's another one of these guys I feel like I want to see him do well. Don't know if he will pull it off in the end, but it would be really nice to see him do well. It's not a bad grid of drivers, to be honest. There are most of these drivers that when they win the race, I'm quite happy that they win the race. I think at this stage, There are one or two I'd be a little bit sick of after all these years. Not naming any names. Whammy. But, that's the way it goes. Grassi is moving up, so Grassi is now up into 14th place. He's just overtaken Evans there. I can see that on the timing screen. Two laps in. It looks like there's a little bit of a breeze there as well. I can see the flags flapping away there on the main straight as they're coming around. That's an impressive shot. It's not really showing us too much, though, about who's making moves on who. There's a piece of debris on the track there. A little bit of debris. Now the onboard with Alex Lynn. He's of course battling here with Vern. This is a great opportunity for Vern to make some really good points here with his teammates so far down as well. This is exactly what he needs. He has to take this opportunity now. I can't imagine what Vern feels ever since Da Costa has come into that team. He's kind of overshadowed Vern to an extent, and Vern looks like a superstar in that car. Lotterer, of course, was his teammate before Da Costa came in. Lotterer is now... Oh! Turvey and Da Costa... Not Da Costa, sorry, Seti Camera. Is that Seti Camera? Yeah, they've made contact, and so Seti Camera has lost some of his bodywork. Just the hub around the wheel there has fallen off. So more debris on the track. No yellow flags or anything happening yet at the moment. That was a really aggressive start, just looking at the replay here. He really was. Quite an aggressive start. But that probably... Oh, yeah, look at that. We're seeing... I think that's on board the nose cone of I don't know who. They don't tell us, unfortunately. But not surprised to see that there is a small bit of bodywork left out there on the circuit. There was just a lot happening in there. It was busy in the pack as they got away. Yeah, so Roland is still in the lead. No attack modes activated just... Oh, as I say that, I look at the bottom of the screen. 3 cars have activated their attack mode. Friends, Turvey and Ras. Basically the 3 last drivers on the track. And Friends has actually just made a move, so he's gone past Ericsson. Roland is going for the attack mode now, so he'll definitely lose. He's losing at least 2 positions, if not 3 or 4 positions. Where does he come back out? And they switch to the onboard. That's nice. Okay, so he slipped down to 4th place. He's just there behind Dennis now. So that means Mortara is now leading the race. Buemi and Cassidy are in the battles again. Sims now is just behind Gunter, and he's looking racy as well. Actually, who's ahead of Gunter? It's Lotterer. So Lotterer is a little out of sorts as well by comparison to his teammate. Verline has been overshadowing him a bit. Seti Camera and Turvey are under investigation for that one. Jake Dennis defending there from Roland. Roland gets through, so Roland now is up into 3rd place. Of course, let's call Roland the spiritual leader at the moment because he's the only one of the leading pack that has taken attack mode. Very brave of him actually to take it early, but it's good sometimes to get it out of the way because you can see you lose so much time when you're trying to activate the attack mode at this circuit. It's like a penalty loop you have to take to activate the attack mode, and I'm a little bit surprised they didn't make any changes from yesterday, because clearly there were issues with cars re-emerging onto the track at full speed. We saw that crash with Sam Bird, and that wasn't nice. So I thought they might have actually put some lines down onto the circuit and treated it a little bit like a pit lane exit, where other cars couldn't cross the white line until a certain point, and vice versa, of course. But they haven't done that, so we're definitely in line for a few more collisions as cars try to maintain their position when they come out from attack mode. I've heard all the arguments that attack mode in itself is kind of artificial, but I think actually by creating collisions like that, it is kind of artificial as well. I don't know. Let's just sit back and enjoy the race. On board here with Nick Cassidy, he's flying it. Look at that. These cars actually, the thing about Formula E, these cars are starting to look pretty fast. By comparison to when you saw them in Season 1, they do look a lot faster. So I have high hopes for the future as well, as to how fast these cars can get and how they can harness the energy better and reduce the energy usage. I think that's the ultimate attack. And this is something that can really be applied to real world. You see more and more electric cars on the roads these days. Mortara has taken attack mode, and he's come back behind Dennis, but he's making a move immediately on Dennis. So it's Dennis that's losing out here big time. Mortara has come out in third, and he's really close actually to Roland. He's not right on his tail, but he'll catch him pretty fast, I would say, at this rate, just having a little bit of clear track in front of him. So that has worked really well for Mortara. So he must have really pulled away from the pack there when he was in the lead. Now, what all of this means is we have Wehrlein winning the race. Wehrlein, of course, hasn't activated his attack mode yet, but if he can put in some laps, like the speed he was doing yesterday during the first race from Mexico, he was really good. He was really impressive. So let's see if he can do a little bit more of this. Franz is not making a lot of progress back there. De Vries as well is down in 19th. Da Costa is currently only in 18th himself. And look at Van Dorn. Van Dorn's in 15th. Roland has followed Wehrlein into the attack mode. This is Roland's second attack mode. And Roland has come out. He's come out in third place. Wehrlein's in second. Mortara now is back into the lead. A lot of lead switching going on here in the opening laps. Of course, it's because of attack mode. There's a yellow flag out there for something that's happening. Apparently, there's an incident at turn 9. Let's see what's happening here, if they ever tell us what's going on. Seti Camera has received a 5-second time penalty for the collision that he caused there with Turvey. So he gets the blame. He also lost the bodywork, actually. But yeah, it looked like it was probably his fault. So Mortara has about, let's say, 2 minutes of attack mode left. And Wehrlein and Roland went in together. Roland looked like he took that much better. He had a much tighter, faster line when he was coming around. There wouldn't be a ton of rubber on that part of the circuit either, I guess. So it makes it quite tricky for them. Has Vern taken attack mode yet? I haven't seen. Oh, De Vries. What's happened to De Vries? He's coming into the pits. He's in last place anyway. Is it suspension damage? Is he punctured? Why don't we find out now? Who's this? This is Buemi going for attack mode. Oh, I don't think he's... Oh, he got it. It looked like he didn't activate that properly, and he's come out quite cleanly as well. We'll see what happens with that. So Mortara is winning at the moment. Wehrlein second, Roland third. Vern is in fourth. Yeah, Vern hasn't taken any attack mode yet. I'm just looking. I can see he has 2 attack modes left. Dennis hasn't either, and Lynn hasn't. So this is this is an interesting one. So Roland will have used up all of his attack modes. He's gotten them out of the way, so there can be no issues for him when it comes to later on, if there's safety cars, yellow flags, everything else like that. And you can get penalized for not using that. So that makes things very, very interesting. Now, I have lost my stream, believe it or not. So I'm just going to see if I can get that back. This is definitely not ideal. Let's hope that nothing has changed in the interim. I don't really want to miss out on anything here. This is typical. It tells me it's loading. We'll see. Sometimes I wonder why I pay for these services when other services can be more efficient. I didn't say that. So they're showing us something for Grassi here. Oh, Grassi, yeah, he had to hit the brakes just as he came on for attack mode, and it wasn't enough. And he went into the back of De Vries, so that's what happened. It was the back of De Vries, so Grassi really dropped down there. Grassi has lost the front wing. De Vries is out of the race, it looks like. So where's Grassi now? Grassi is in 18th place, so he's still flying around. I'd like to get a shot of his car just to see what the damage is to the car. Verline and Roland are just about to expire their attack mode now. So that's it. Roland is done with attack mode for the rest of the race. Is this an advantage or a hindrance to him? De Vries and Grassi are under investigation. That's not surprising. I guess that's going to be a penalty for Grassi, unless the data showed that De Vries was braking early. Otherwise, it doesn't look so. Look at that. 3 of them going for it. Vern, Dennis, and Lynn have all gone for attack mode together. It looks like... Oh, they've come out behind Lotterer. I was going to say it looks like they've come out behind Verline. I was wondering how that's possible. Dennis now is really trying to get a hustle on Vern here. Cassidy is up into 4th now. So we have Roland, Mortara leading, Verline 2nd, Roland 3rd, Cassidy 4th, Lotterer 5th. And then we have Vern, Dennis, Lynn, and Buemi all on attack mode. But Buemi is about to run out of attack mode, so he's not a part, or let's say he's not an original cast member of that group. He doesn't get into the Vern, Dennis, Lynn boy band. So they're going to drop him now soon when he runs out of attack mode. I guess they will try to capitalize on the speed they have. There's a small gap ahead to Lotterer. Small gap by about 0.6 seconds. And what's going on back here? So it looks like Da Costa in the battles there. It's Bird and Evans actually. I thought that was Turvey for a second, or Blunkfist. But it is the Jaguars. So they're battling away down there, just outside of the points as well. Just outside of the points. Verline now is going for his 2nd attack mode. Cassidy has gone in, and Nato has gone in as well. And everybody seems to have re-emerged onto the track pretty safely there. It's not so bad. Not so bad at all. What did Lotterer do there? Oh, no. Oh my goodness. Utter chaos here. So Sims got squeezed into the wall there by Lotterer. What was Lotterer doing? And Sims is dragging a whole bunch of advertising material. I wonder what company that is. Nice. Easy advertising. It's not really visible though, so I guess it doesn't work so well. Doesn't have the Cristiano Ronaldo Coca-Cola effect, unfortunately. All right. So Gunter has overtaken Sims there. I think Sims is probably having aero issues. I don't know if he has any damage to the car, but he's dragging quite a bit of sponsorship there with him. A lot of it has just fallen off, so that's good for him. Who's this now? Mortara has taken his second attack mode, and he's still winning. He is still winning. Well done, Mortara. So he managed to get enough of a lead to take that. And so he's on his last attack mode now. Roland, of course, has no attack mode left. And so Mortara can take advantage of all that energy. Buemi and Nato now doing the same thing that Lotterer and Sims were doing. Oh, look at this. There's debris everywhere now. So is that DaCosta has collected now a whole bunch of sponsorship for himself. Good going. Good going, DaCosta. DaCosta is, he's back down in 17th place. Where's Vern? Vern is in 4th now. Verline is in 3rd. So what's the gap? They're not great at showing the timing gaps here this weekend. Ooh, Friends true on DaCosta. It's Julius Baer. Thank you very much to the commentators for telling me that. There you go, free advertising. It's been driven around now on Gunter's car, it looks like, and DaCosta also has some on there. So Vern, Dennis and Lynn have taken another attack mode, it looks like. But it's Mortara out in front with attack mode, and the guy behind, Roland, doesn't have attack mode left. This has worked out really well for Mortara. Of course, the usable energy is the one I worry about a little bit as we get towards the end of the race. They all seem to get it right yesterday. Look at that, look at the lead that Mortara has. So it's 1.9 seconds he has at the moment. It looks like more just when you come around the corner there. That last corner actually looks a little bit banked as well. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Yeah, it looks it a little bit. Berline's attack mode is done. Sims true on Lotterer. We have a yellow flag out there. Something's going on. Could be anything in Formula E. Could be absolutely anything. Could be the volcano. So the yellow flag seems to be down around the attack mode area. But there's a car in the runoff area. Who's that? Oh, drive-through penalty for Grassi for causing that collision with De Vries. De Vries, of course, is out of the race. And so that's... it's Turvey, apparently, who's out of the race. But he's still classified ahead of Nato. Is Nato also out of the race? That's a shame. Nato had a very strong start to the season, but he hasn't really been present for the last couple of races. Yeah, sounds like Turvey is shutting down the car. Mortara now into the last 10 seconds of his attack mode. I wonder how far he is ahead now. I'd say he's well over 2 seconds ahead at this point in time. Cassidy about to run out as well. So it's Vern, Dennis, Lean, Gunter, Sims. All these guys are well in attack mode. It's actually Gunter has more attack mode than anybody else right now. So actually when all the guys around him run out of attack mode, maybe he'll be able to take advantage of this. This circuit doesn't seem too bad for overtaking, actually. Then again, you could make the argument that Monaco was pretty okay for overtaking as well, because these cars aren't so long and wide like Formula 1 cars, and they don't kick up that dirty air that stops you getting close to another car as well and lining up the overtake, which I suppose is one of the selling points for Formula E. Lotterer goes for his attack mode. He gets it. He comes out. So Lotterer is being investigated, isn't he? So Grassi actually has hit Bird there. What? When was this? It looks like a lot of damage for Bird probably in that instant. He was sideways at one point there coming through the corner. Oh yeah, he gets tagged at the back by Grassi. There could be another penalty for Grassi in this. I don't think Grassi is winning this race. So we can rule him out. We can rule out a couple of drivers at this point in time. Unless we have a dramatic finish like Valencia and only a few cars actually get classified in the end. Let's not think about that. Let's not jinx that. We don't want that to happen again. That is not good for the sport. It was quite a spectacle to see it once. I don't think I want to see it again. Well, I do and I don't. It was all a bit of fun, really, wasn't it? Okay, Verline has the fan boost, Van Dorn has a fan boost, Acosta has the fan boost, and Grassi has the fan boost. And that is the usual cast of characters. 5 drivers get it, but I've only read out 4 there. Why is that? It's probably because De Vries has fan boost as well, but he's out of the race. And the commentator just says that, yeah. So De Vries also had... What's happening here? Okay. That's a little bit random. That is strange. A video just randomly popped up on my screen. I was just busy watching the Formula E and that happened. Keeps you on your toes at least. Okay, yeah, Gunter, he's out of attack mode now. He wasn't really able to do anything with that after all, I was saying. So we have under 20 minutes to go in this now. I can't believe we've had 25 minutes of this race already. It's been interesting. Oh my goodness. That Cassidy, he touched the wall just going around the corner. I think, yeah, does he have damage? That was Roland. That wasn't Cassidy. Oh my god, that was Roland. Okay, so Verline now is up into second place again. Oh, this hasn't gone well for Roland. So he took his attack modes early. You could see clearly what he was trying to do. He just didn't want himself to be tied up with attack modes later on in the race. Just you don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, now he finds himself in spotted trouble, especially when he came out. Behind Mortara, and now he's touched the wall and he's lost that position, second place now to Verline, so he's really going backwards. Started on pole position, of course. There's Roland and Freins and Van Dorn and Rast. Freins has a little bit of sponsorship stuck to his car as well. So they all seem to get a little bit of this. Now, what are they showing us here? Yeah, that's just Verline overtaking Roland into second place. But Roland had already done the damage here. I don't know if he has damage on his car or not. He might have just wiped a little bit of speed off him as he was coming out of that corner and onto the straight. And that's probably how Verline got the move done. He just had the additional momentum. So there's Mortara. How much of a lead does Mortara have? I'd love to crack open the timings on the Formula E website, but the problem is I'm actually watching this on Sky Go or whatever it's called these days, and it's just there's a lag. So when I look at the timings, I see things that happen before I actually see them with my eyes, and I don't like that. Do not like that at all. But this is really pushing me towards that because this is ridiculous. Is Van Dorn using his fan boost? The graphic suggests he is, but his position remains static. Ah, no, he's past Lotterer, so he used it successfully. Congratulations, Stoffel Van Dorn. You're up to 12th place. Bird is ahead of him in 11th, and Bird is actually in attack mode at the moment, so he probably won't be catching him anytime soon. Evans has made his way into the points now. He's in 10th place. Sims is in 9th. Gunter is in 8th. Lynn is in 7th. Dennis is in 6th. Vern is in 5th. Cassidy is in 4th. Roland 3rd. Verline 2nd. And Mortara is in 1st place. 1st place. So there you go. Verline has really closed in here on Mortara. And hi, Ricardo. How are you? Good to have you here. So there's a yellow flag out there on the circuit now. What's going on here? And the yellow flag disappears just like that. It's very rare today that we've actually seen what's happening with the yellow flags, apart from when Turvey pulled off the track. So Verline is making a race of this. I actually thought that Mortara was going to pull away, but Mortara had the speed on Roland, but obviously not on Verline. This Porsche has looked pretty sharp all weekend, technical infractions aside. I am good, thank you. I am doing very, very well. Enjoying the busy weekend of motorsport. All this Formula E racing, and of course the Formula 1 today in France, which was exciting. It's a different type of excitement to Formula E though. Da Costa is in 17th, unfortunately. And Da Costa, I have to admit, Da Costa is one of my favourite drivers in this. I really like the challenge he's put up to Vern since he's come into this championship. Or into this team, I should say. But no, unfortunately, not a good day for him so far. He's down in 17th, and it doesn't really look like he's going to make his way into the points. Yeah, so we have 14 minutes and a lap to go here. I think Verline is very, very close to Mortara here. Oh, we have another yellow flag. I don't know what that's for. They might show us something. Evans has moved up into 9th place. Bird into 10th. It looks like Sims is dropping down, so maybe that was what caused the yellow flag here. Yeah, Sims has big issues here. Sims has big issues. So Ricardo says, Felix da Costa, he's such a good driver. I'm from Portugal, so he's special. Yeah, I agree. He's a very, very good driver. He started from 22nd. He did indeed, so he might be able to get into top 10. We can only hope. I really would like to see him get into the top 10. That would be good. We've another yellow flag out there. Let's see. So Da Costa is in 17th at the moment. As we know with Formula E, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So there are drivers dropping down here. Looks like Van Dorn is dropping as well. Oh, well, he activated attack mode. That's why he dropped down. Now, looking at the usable energy here, who's looking really good? Franz has 34%, by comparison to Mortara, who has 31% in the lead. Okay, thanks, Ricardo. Have a nice evening, and yeah, we're all wishing Da Costa the best. Hopefully, he can pull off a points finish here. That would be good for the championship. And of course, with Vern in 5th place, he needs it. He needs it. It's really tight here between Verline and Mortara. They have identical usable energy here as well. Both of them on 30%. Both of them on 30%. Roland has really fallen away now. So he's managed to stay in 3rd place. I'm a little bit disappointed that Vern hasn't made any moves. Team radio from Cassidy. No idea what he was saying there. No idea. Dennis actually looks like he's getting really close to Vern here. So Vern might be going backwards as opposed to going forwards. Mortara still in the lead here. This is good though. This gives us a real race to the finish. And I would like to think nobody is getting disqualified from this race. As I was saying earlier on as well, Porsche have launched. They have launched an appeal against the decision yesterday. Okay, I've lost my stream again. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. What do I pay for? I pay for errors. Non-stop errors. I could go to the dark side and actually try and watch this on Virgin Media. There's a scary thought. Scary, scary, scary thought. I assume it's on Virgin Media. I don't know for a fact it's on Virgin Media. I don't think it's on Virgin Media. Oh, Sky, you let me down so much. I probably missed the race-winning overtake now. I'm back. Mortara is still leading, and it still looks really, really tight. Has anything else changed? Okay, Roland is in third, Casti fourth, Vern is in fifth, Dennis in sixth. It does look like Verline is able to reel in Mortara at will. So Van Dorn has used his fan boost. We can see that on the graphic now. Verline hasn't used his fan boost. Yes, Verline could actually use his fan boost to take the lead here. So what's he up to? Is he just trying to conserve a bit of energy behind Mortara, knowing that he'll have enough at the end just to complete this? You don't want to be too fast either, because the slower the race goes, the less laps the cars will have to complete. There's been no safety car yet. No safety car yet today. And the safety car, of course, they remove 3 kilowatt hours of energy for every lap, it appears. So that was definitely a factor yesterday. We had, I think we had 2 safety cars yesterday. Oh my God, Jean-Eric Verne has spun the car. It's like these guys don't want to score points. That's what I feel about Formula E sometimes. All the championship leaders are so far down. Find a championship leader in the top 10. Like, find one of the top 5 in the current top 10 at the moment. Yeah, I'll wait. You know, it's still Verne. So it looks like Verne is still in 7th place. We'll see if he's been. I can't imagine he's hung on to 7th place. He was facing the wrong way there. Oh, look at that. A lock up there from Mortara. But he still manages to keep the lead. Yeah, he looks like he's struggling. There was a good wiggle from the car there. Oh, Gunter is trying to get past Verne, but he locks up big time. And Verne just has to let him through. Otherwise, there's going to be a collision. No choice. No choice. I'm coming through. That's it. No choice at all. So on board here with Lynn, and he didn't quite spin it. He lost the back of the car, and he completely stepped out on him. So he was pointing in the wrong direction. He probably didn't lose that much time, you know, maybe three or 4 seconds. But that explains why he only dropped down to 7th. He's in 8th now, of course, because Gunter has overtaken him. What's happened with Verline? Verline, it looks like he's about 2 seconds behind. Oh, there's a big crash. This is going to be a safety car. Oh no, it's Antonio Felix da Costa. What has happened? What has happened to da Costa? He's in the wall and Verline's on the radio. Verline probably having tire issues. If he was on the radio to say he's almost lost it. Into turns. Oh, da Costa, great. Da Costa has pulled off the track, so there won't be a safety car here. But Mortara now has quite a lead. So now let's see what happened to da Costa here. Oh no, he just carried too much speed through the corner, got onto the grass, and there was no hope then. No hope, and he managed to end up in the wall then. Oh no. Okay. I said I liked da Costa. That's a shame. So da Costa is gone. Another casualty. Another casualty. He's still classified ahead of Blomqvist. Is Blomqvist in or out of the race? De Grassi now is in 18th place as well. There must be a lot of debris on the track after that collision. They seem happy enough to let this go on. They seem fairly happy to let this proceed as is. So Mortara, it's the helicopter view they're showing us. I would translate that into about a second, maybe a second and a half. Would really, once again, I keep saying this, would really like to see the gaps on the screen, but they won't show us the gaps. They don't want us to know. And just as I say that, they show the battle for 3rd and 4th, and there's 0.8 of a second between Roland and Cassidy. Well, that's great. How many tenths of a second or seconds do we have in between Mortara and Verline? That's the one I want to know about. Here's Cassidy. So Cassidy fancies his chances on Roland here. Looked like Roland ran a little wide there. That won't help him. All right, so coming back to our championship leaders and how they're doing or not doing, as the case may be. We have Verne is in 8th place. Evans is in 9th. Friends is in 10th. Oh, look at that. A whole bunch of them now creeping into the points. Okay, so that's something at least. These are not major points, though, for these guys. Lovely shot of Verline's Porsche coming around there. Nice stuff. Nice. Okay, so here's the onboard with Verline. Let's see what happens. He just seemed to get it wrong into the corner. Was there more to it than that? No. No, he just had to make a bit of an adjustment. Obviously, he wiped off enough speed so that Mortara was able to pull away a little bit. So Mortara is out in the lead now. It looks like it's pretty healthy lead. He has 11%, Verline has 12%. Quite similar on energy. Verline, of course, does have fan boost, so maybe he can use that on the straight at some point just to gain a tenth or two, if that's even possible. Cassidy still has the push on here as well to try and get into third place. Roland has 10% and Cassidy has 12%. 12, 11, 12. You can see the regen working away there. Grassi has 16% energy. I don't know how he does it. Grassi is great at conserving the energy. He's really, really good at that. Not so sure it's going to be worth a lot to him back there in 18th place. So the top three now are all into their 10% energy. Yeah, you can see a few more drivers going into the 10% or below the 10% now. 2 minutes 35 plus 1 lap. I guess we'll have either three or 4 laps to go. Could be a big difference between 3 or 4 if you're tight for energy. 9% for 4 laps. 9% for 4 laps. That ain't gonna work. And now we have Evans against Vern. This would be quite big if Evans can get past Vern, because these are the guys at the front of the championship. To an extent. Friends is leading the championship. Friends, of course, is in 10th place. Bird is in 12th. Van Dorn is in 13th. Looking for other championship protagonists. No, De Vries is out. Da Costa is out. Vern has really thrown away his opportunity here to score some good points. This is disappointing for Vern. Really is disappointing for Vern. Cassidy overtook Roland. Yeah, he just had more speed than him. He caught him. But now it looks like Roland might have the run on Cassidy here. Oh no. He's locked it up. Can he get it turned? He does get it turned, so at least he has 4th place, and he got the car around the corner without going into the tire barrier. So that's something. I actually thought he might collect Cassidy there for a second as well. Lotterer and Ericsson are under investigation for causing a collision. Lotterer has been in the battles today, yet again. Lotterer is so consistently bad, if I can say that. Okay, he's so consistently not good. He tried his hardest when he was at DS Tech Cheetah. He tried a good bit in Porsche, but he's clearly, in my opinion, a number 2 driver. So we have 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5 seconds to go. Mortara coming around. Okay. There will only be one more lap to go, but Mortara only has 3% energy left. Will that be enough? He's on 2% now. Just as he starts his final lap, he's on 2%. Verline's on 3%. Mortara's back up to 3%, so he must have been braking really hard into the first corner. Yellow flag. They're saying turn 7. Of course, I think that's where the attack mode area is. Yeah, it's down around there. No idea what's going on, of course. Evans is trying to get past Vern. Ooh, that's Neo. Who is that? Blunkvist. Says Blunkvist at turn 7, is it? Now here is Roland. Yeah, Roland trying to get... Oh, look at the placement of the car from Cassidy. Just claim the center of the circuit there. You're not coming through. I'll make myself as wide as possible. Get your elbows out. There you go. 1% Mortara, 1% Verline, 1% Cassidy. Did Verline use his attack mode yet? Or, sorry, not his attack mode, his fan boost? Haven't seen it if he did. Have not seen it if he did. 0.8, 0.7. I think he's going to have enough energy here for Mortara. Mortara is going to win this. 2, 1, 0. Oh, look at that. Could you calculate that any more perfectly? Brilliant. Verline is in second. Well, he's second at the moment. We'll see if he keeps it. We'll find out in a second if he gets disqualified. I shouldn't laugh about that. Cassidy came home in 3rd place, but he doesn't have a checkered flag next to his name for some really weird reason. Oh my god, Rast overtook Frines. Frines is out of the points. Oh, another disaster. These guys do not want to score points. They don't want to score points. They don't want to win this championship. They're scared to win this championship. It's unbelievable. That's how it feels sometimes. That's how it feels. Wow, that was crazy. Okay. I don't think this race was quite as good as yesterday's race. It was entertaining, but we didn't have any safety car, obviously. That isn't really a factor, though. So Mortara wins the Mexican E-Prix. There you have it. Congratulations. That's his second win, I think. Nice one for Mortara. Great win. Great win. It looked like Verline was putting the pressure on there for a while, but Mortara hung on. He hung on. Verline made the mistake. He couldn't redeem himself from yesterday. Could you imagine? That could have been a back-to-back victory for Verline as well if everything had gone well yesterday with the technical infringement. But there you go. Good race, though. Good race. I liked it. I've had a nice weekend of racing now between these two Formula E races and the Formula 1 today. And I actually think there's IndyCar on tonight as well. So I'll check the skybox later to see if that's been recorded. Might be a bit much to watch today. And the good thing is, Western media here in, well, Western media, media here in Ireland and the UK, they don't really care so much about IndyCar. So I could actually go for most of the week without finding out who won. Just stay off Twitter. That's it. So it's Cassidy in third place. And we have Verline in second. And Mortara wins the race. Fantastic. Really nice way to finish off the weekend. I did not see this coming. I would not have predicted Mortara to win this race, but there you go. There you go. And that's it. All right. I think I will leave it there. So let's sign off. Thank you very much to everybody who joined and who is watching us. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs down. All criticism is welcome. I prefer praise, but you know. And yeah, I'll speak to you again really, really soon. And before I leave, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell as well if you really feel like it. And thanks for joining. See you again really, really soon.